Hi guys, Tim here from South Oz Hobby Hunter. Now a few months ago I was approached by a company to become an ambassador here in Australia for their product. And that company just happened to be Hikmicro. Now anyone here that has actually got into shooting or hunting of any kind and is into thermal optics, they would know the brand of Hikmicro being one of the best in the world. So I'm really happy to actually have access to some of their products. What does that mean to my channel? Well, it just means I get to review and play with some of the best optics out there for thermal or even night vision hunting that's currently on the market. So the first product that Hikmicro have sent me is this one here, and this is the Falcon 2.0. Now this thermal monocular is actually one of three in their model range for the Falcon. You can get the FQ35, the FQ50, which is this one, and the FQ50L. Now the main difference is the FQ35 has a 35mm objective lens, and the FQ50 has a 50mm objective lens, and the FQ50L has the same size lens, but built into the front lens is a laser rangefinder, which is good for viewing or measuring distances out to 1,000 meters. So this little rundown will be on the FQ50 because that's the model that I have. Now the other two are very similar. They are constructed pretty much identically and only have slight changes in their features and capabilities. Now this one is a magnesium alloy construction housing, has a waterproof rating of IP67, which is actually pretty damn good. It has an internal storage of 64 megabytes. It does not have an external SD card. Could be a slight downside to it, but overall 64 megabytes is quite substantial, and you just have to plug it into your computer to download the files. Some of the other features are the NETD range on this thermal monocular is less than 15 millikelvins, so it can actually tell the thermal difference between two surfaces down to less than 15 millikelvins, which is ridiculously good. What does that mean? It means you get a very crisp, clear image of whatever you're looking at. It comes in 6 palettes or color palettes available, and they are white hot, black hot, red hot, fusion, which is a blend of multiple colors, red monochrome and green monochrome. Now the green monochrome ends up being my favorite. It gives a really nice crisp clear image when you're out shooting. The others are good. I just find the green monochrome just that little bit better. This comes with a standard magnification of 2.7 times zoom. It also has 3 other levels all the way up to 21.6 times magnification. This is all digital as it's a digital scope. It comes with an algorithm built in that you can turn on and off, which alters the image quality. So as you zoom in, the algorithm will automatically adjust the sharpness and smoothness of the video or image whilst you're looking at it. It also is available to put a picture-in-picture screen, so you'll have your main magnification on the overall screen, and in the center top section of your viewfinder, it'll have a small box which is zoomed in to a higher level magnification. Also, when it comes to viewing, you've got 2 options. You can use the standard viewfinder at the rear, which is a 0.49 inch OLED screen, which is actually quite large for a monocular. Or if you want to, you can hotspot it, your thermal monocular, to a mobile phone or tablet using the Hikmicro app. And what that means is you can be looking through the thermal and your mate can be viewing what you're viewing on his phone, or you can mount the thermal on a remote mount system, as I do, on the roof of my car, and have an LCD screen inside the car where I can actually view what's outside and what we're looking at. So while we're driving along, we can actually use the thermal monocular on the remote mount and spot animals whilst we're driving along. In the standard magnification, at 100 metres, you'll get an overall view of 15.4 metres by 12.2 metres. So that's actually quite a large area. If you go down to the FQ35, that field of view will be slightly larger, but the image won't be as crisp or clear. Also, the detection range for a large animal, say a deer, is around about 2.6 kilometres, and positive identification can be made out to around about 600 metres. Most of the animals that I shoot, like rabbits, foxes, cats, are a little bit smaller than a deer, so the identification range is going to be slightly less, and also with the detection. But the other night when we were using it, we were spotting animals well out to 400 to 500 metres easily using the thermal monocular. So let's quickly go over what you get in the kit. Well, first off, it comes in this nice hard case box, which has a magnetic clip on the front. Lift it up, and inside the top part is your instruction manual, your warranty claim card, and a small pamphlet in regards to the lithium-ion battery charger. The next thing is your accessory box, and that's where all the accessories are kept. And then you have the case or the bag that the Hikmicro thermal monocular comes in. As you can see, it is very well constructed, has a elastic strap on the front to open and close it, has two little side pouches where you can put batteries or charging cables. On the back, you have your molly webbing strap, so you can mount it to a vest, or you can just use it as a standard belt loop for your wearing on your hip. It also has a couple of little points where you can attach a harness. Now, in the kit, there is a small strap, shoulder strap, that you can hook up to there and wear this over your shoulder. Also in the kit comes a palm strap, so that can hook onto the sides of your thermal monocular, and it just allows you to put your hand up in behind it, and it rests around the back of your palm and actually holds your scope fairly secure. This one here, and this is what I used, was a neck strap, so you attach this to the back of your thermal scope and you can loop it around the back of your neck. It comes with a USB-C charging cable, two batteries. Now these are lithium-ion 21700 batteries, and they'll give you an approximate run time together of about 6.5 hours. Now this can be increased by using one of the features on the scope, which is a sensor that when the scope is in a vertical position, it puts the scope to sleep. When you pick the scope back up to look at an object or to view an animal, it will automatically turn the scope back on, and almost instantaneously. This saves the battery quite substantially. Then you also get your battery charger with a nice LCD screen. And finally, there's a normal microfiber cloth that you get with pretty much every optic. So just a quick look at the actual thermal monocular. What do we have here? Starting at the front, we have the objective lens cover, which is magnetically connected and will flip open. It can't be removed, which is not a bad thing at all. It means you're not going to lose it. Closing that up, on the sides, both on the left and right hand sides, you have the loops for the straps. I'll bring it up a little bit closer. As you can see, loop there, and there's another one on there, and the same on the rear. So you can hook on the palm strap or the neck strap as you desire. On the top of the scope, you have your three main buttons. So the front one, a short press on that will take a still shot image, and a long press will start recording. Long press again and it will stop a recording. Now this can have audio and visual recording. The second button is your main menu. So a quick press of that will change your color palette and it'll scroll through the 6 different color palettes. A long press will bring you into a basic menu, and you can then also go into an advanced menu where you can, if you want to, add or remove one of the 6 color palettes to your choice. So if you only want 3 color palettes, you can remove the other 3. The final button is your zoom button. So you press that once and it will go increase the zoom 1 step. Press it again, it'll go to step 2. Press it again to step 3, press it a 4th time and it'll go back to the original magnification. The next thing on the rear is this little scroll wheel. Now this is a feature that I really love on this thermal monocular. It means it becomes a single use or single-handed use optic. Whereas most of the thermals that I've used in previous occasions, to adjust your objective lens focus, there's a bezel on the front here and you rotate that and adjust your focus. Well, that's been moved to here, which is very easily accessible using one hand. On the rear part, you have your diopter lens adjuster, so you can actually adjust the your viewfinder to suit your eyes. It also has a nice soft eye cup to protect your eye when you've got your scope up to your head, and it reduces any amount of light emitted out the rear. On this side you have your USB-C charging port, so you can charge your battery or transfer data files. Now they do recommend that you don't charge the battery inside the scope, but you can if you need to, or you can actually apply an external power supply like a little power bank. The other side, you have your on-off switch. So if you press and hold that, it'll turn the scope on, and it has a boot time of around about 3 seconds. Just behind the power button is your battery box. So lift the little lever up and the battery comes out. Quite easy and to install and change the battery whilst you're out in the field. Finally, underneath you have your usual remote mount for like a tripod, or as I use it, the remote mount for my camera. And this is the remote mount that I was talking about. As you can see, the thermal monocular is mounted in it, and I can elevate, depress, and rotate the thermal monocular remotely using a handheld device. This is really good when you're trying to spot animals from a moving vehicle, and as I said, I have an LCD screen of my Samsung Galaxy tablet, and I mount that inside the car and view from there. So guys, that's a quick rundown of the new Falcon 2.0 thermal monocular from Hikmicro. Now, as I said, there are 3 models, the FQ35, the FQ50, which is this one, and the FQ50L. Now, I'm hoping to take it out this Friday for another shoot, and I will be using the remote system, so I'll be getting some video from that, but I will add a quick couple of videos that I took the other night while we were out shooting rabbits. So, thanks for watching, hope you enjoy it. Go check out Hikmicro. I will put a link to the Hikmicro website, or do a Google search and see what gun shops or optic shops in your area stock the Hikmicro product. I guarantee you won't be dissatisfied with what they have to offer. It's blown me away, and it's certainly blown away a few rabbits. Thanks again for watching. If you like my videos, please hit the like and subscribe button. To get notifications of new videos, click on the bell. And until next time, please stay safe, keep calm, and gently squeeze the trigger.